Welcome back. Thank you everybody for joining us. And oh man, are you joining us for something special tonight? We are at the Redbull Ring, the Short Circuit. We're about to start qualifying. This is round 8 of season 2 of the Redbull Ring. The SSBB Esport Championship. It's going nuts. It's going nuts up in here. Let's have a quick look at the points. So, as we're going to round 8, we've got a packed house tonight. Let's look at the points. So, as we're going to round 8, currently top of the tables overall for the season is Venture 26, and he's sitting on 412 points. Dens is second with 360 points. Davide third with 357. Dens leading the Class B Championship. McFlurry fourth with 343. Gerard Jonah with 331. Al with 331 as well. So Gerard and Al tie. Death Raccoon 302. Alex 286. Safalicious with 9th place with 243. Tied with Adders on 243 points. Let's go into Category 1. Leading Category 1. That is the E30 M3. We are sitting on 109 points, Venture 26. David A is sitting second with 86 points. McFlurry third, 86, tied with David A. Who else? Crank down the volume here. Dens fourth with 84. Al fifth with 80. Alex Walmart sixth with 75. Anton Gerard Jodo 72 and 7th. 8th is Death Raccoon 79th. 9th is Golf Nut with 69. Tied with Brian on 69 points. Category 2. These are the BMW M4s. We are looking at the leader. That's David Day, 95 points. Class B leader, followed very closely by Gerard Jonah with 90 points. Third place is Al with 89 points. Fourth is Death Raccoon, 86. Fifth is Venture 26 on 82 points. And how are we looking? Sixth is Dens. Did I say Dens? Fifth is Venture 26, 82. Sixth is Dens, 77. Seventh is McFlurry on 74. Eighth is BRPRD 3 on 70 points. Ninth is Alec Wilmox on 67. And 10th is Adders, bringing up the top 10 with 63. As we go into the endurance category 3, Venture 26 leading the field here with 218 points. Second is Dan's, a Class B driver, 299 points. Third is McFlurry Twist with 183 points. Fourth is David A, 176. Fifth is Gerard Jonah, 169. Sixth is Al, 162. Seventh is Death Raccoon, 144. Eighth is Alex, 142. 9th is Safalicious, 139, and 10 is Adders, 123, tied with Mr. Boombastix, 123. I see 12 and 13 also tied, Slung and Golfy. So, it is hotting up, like I said. It is going to be an exceptionally close race tonight. We have an absolutely jam-packed field, and there are some quick guys. So if we just look at the timesheets for a second there. Now, believe me when I tell you, a 53.6 is a very quick time here in this car. We're on medium, so these are the current times. However, we're about to go into qualifying, so I'm going to let these guys know that we're about to start. Stand by, it's gonna get wild. great if I could actually have some volume. So everybody looking for a clean bit of track. It's already getting crazy. McFlurry's out in the front. Who's actually out in the front? David Day is out in the front. So he's getting a bit wild. Deciding to go for it. No, he isn't. So interesting. Looking at second place. This is our friend Adders. Welcome back, Adders. It's great to see you again. So, he's on his first hot lap here. It's Jedi Jonah, looking very, very smooth. Car looks good. Oh, getting it a bit loose there on the exit. You have to be so smooth on the exit. And here you have to do everything right to get the lap time. I mean, like 53.6 is a super, super clean time. And these boys are going to throw it down now for sure. It's going to be very, very close. We have some exceptional drivers here. And Alex Wilmot's joined us again. Adventure 26. Mr. Bombastic. PRD. There's the Mr. Gurnell. The Finn is back. Just the list goes on. Everyone is quick. Everyone is hungry. They want the win. Golfy's already put it down. 54.6 for Golfy. So it's a good warm-up time. Venture on a 54.9. McFlurry on a 54 dead. So let's look. So interesting. The guys already. So everybody's kind of in the 54s now. The nerves will be all over the place. Davide currently quickest on a 54 dead. Not sure what he did there. Second is the Finn with a 54.1. Third is Alex 54.1. Now this is really irrelevant. It's really when the guys get onto their next lap. That's when we're going to see. But it looks like there's a massive traffic jam up in the high up in the field. Venture already in the 53s. So if we just go to the first place man, yeah, it's Venture 26, 53.6. Second is McFlurry on a 53.8. Third is Golfy, 54 dead. Fourth is David A, 54 dead. Fifth is Spage Finn, 54.1. Sixth is Alex Wilmot, 54.1. He's probably just getting his eye in. He was very quick earlier. Mr. Boombastic, 54.2. Eighth is Al, 54.3. Ninth is Den, 54.3. It is so close. 10th is Brian, 54.4. 11th is the new guy, Ian Evo. He's 54.9. Mr. Gurnell, 55.1. 13th is Adders, 55.3. 14th is Jedi, 55.6. 15th is Ian, 56 dead. So back with Venture 26, still currently first. Let's have a look at the timesheets. It's interesting to see. Yeah, it's very close, man. Very, very close. So I think a lot of the guys are still getting their eye. Interesting to see Alex is 7th. He hasn't been able to put a clean lap together. He's maybe got a bit of traffic. Golfy throwing it down well. 54 dead. So I don't know if you would have been able to do the lap. If you can do it after your first lap if the tyres go off. Yeah, on a 55.4. McFlurry is still second. 53.8. It's a good time. Very good time from McFlurry. Let's just sit with Ian. Apologies. Venture 26. And watch, listen and learn. Alex in the 53s now. So he'll be third. That'll put him third. So if we sit, watch, listen and learn with our friend Venture 26. Looks like he got a bit of understeer there. He's using all the track. You really have to It's pushing very, very hard. Are we riding with Venture 26? Yes, we are. So he doesn't go quicker on that lap. Let's hope we get to see a really, really quick lap here. So we have to take a lot of entry and use quite a lot of curb, maximize your speed. Den's quicker on a 53.8. It's a good time from Den's. And here you have to, that's a very good line through there. Brakes into the corner, maintaining a lot of corner entry speed. And here you kind of have to get on the gas early without letting it rotate on you and ride the curb on the way out. Very, very good driving from Venture here. And trust me, it looks easy. It is not as easy as it looks. Brakes very late for this corner. It's amazing how late these guys are braking. And using all the curb, maximize the entry going through here and this corner speed. This should be a very good lap time. Let's see what he does. Does not go quicker, so I can guarantee you that was a good lap, but just shows you how competitive it is. Using maximum entry, that is a much better line through there. Very, very quick. Yeah, too much braking on entry, so but yeah, that turn one was an excellent example of how you kind of need to do it. And you make one mistake, but all it takes is a mistake like that, and you're going to go from 1st to 7th in this race. That's how close the field is. So you can't afford to make any mistakes in this kind of competition. Everybody is quick. Apologies. Everybody is quick. I mean, Golfy was 2nd. He's now 5th. Apologies, 3rd. So let's just let's check the timing. So still Venture 26.53.6. 2nd is McFlurry with a 53.8. 3rd Den's 53.8. That's a brilliant time. 53.831 for McFlurry. 53.836 for Den's. What a time. Alex 4th. 53.9. Alex not getting a clean lap in here. Interesting. Venture 26, yeah, still quickest, Mr. Bombastic 53.8 as well, pushing Alex up to 5th place. That's a good time from Mr. Bombastic. He's got the quickest sector 2 time. Golfy is now 6th. Yes, this is quick. Whew, this is extremely competitive. Golfy is 6th. David A, 7th on a 54 dead, and a 54 dead is a quick time. 8th is L with 54.1. 9th is Finn, the Finn with 54.1. Brian 10th with a 54.4. Nuts. Jedi 11th with a 54.6. Gunal 12th, 54.6. Ian 13th, 54.7. 14th is Ian Evo 54.9. 15 is Adders with 54.9. Exceptional. I mean, just the level of commitment it takes. Apologies. To operate at this level. Alex goes quicker. 53.817. Will that put him 2nd? It does. Woo! Wow, wow, wee wah. It's getting close. It is getting close. 54.3 for Jedi. So it's getting close to being over. At 22 seconds remaining, and then these guys will have another lap. So Venture 0.16 quicker than Alex. Ian Evo also getting into the 53s. So will Alex go quicker now? No, he gets a slide on the exit. That will hurt his time. Pushing hard, pushing very, very hard. These guys are so quick. Okay, so Alex is gonna chill out now. 3rd is your man McFlurry. 4th is, okay, these guys will be on their closeout lap. So it's gonna get crazy. I'm gonna take a refreshment break before this gets out of hand. and then we're going to jump into the action. Stand by. Alright, we are back, and oh damn, it's about to get real. I hope you are sitting down, because if you're not, you best just sit down. This is gonna get crazy. Hold on to your hats, boys and girls. I can't see the lights. I mean, I can see the lights, but anyway, they're off. So Venture 26 getting a great start as normal. McFlurry getting a good start up into second place. He's going to slot in behind Venture. He can't take the line there from Alex. Alex will go in no, McFlurry goes into second. So Venture 26 getting a great start. McFlurry third, second. Alex Wilmot third. Mr. Bombastic fourth. Let's just keep our eyes on this pack here. Exceptional start there from Venture 26, just doing everything he can and putting his head down. Look at the field. It looks like a swarm of bees coming through here. This is your new man, RRL Ian Evo, currently in 5th place. 6th place is Golf Nut. Some brilliant racing. So we're going to keep our eyes on the first place man here. Venture 26 coming on through after the first lap. It's Manic. He's coming through, he's still in 1st place. 2nd place is McFlurry. 3rd place is Alex. We're going to come here to turn 1 and see how it all looks here. So the boys are coming through. Venture 26 still in the lead. Oh, McFlurry getting a big slide through turn 1. Let's see if Alex will be able to capitalize on that. Doesn't look like it's hurt his exit speed too much. Boys going quite hot and on the brakes. They're into that second chicane. So let's go up to the second group of cars. Currently Ian Evo in 5th, doing everything right. Golfy in 6th, no problem. David A in 7th. 8th is the Finn, the Flying Finn. 9th is BRPRD 3. 10th is Al. 11th is Dens. 13th, 12th is Jedi Jonah. 13th is Ian. 14th is Addis. 15th is Mr. Gurnell. Back to the leaders. Now, McFlurry seems to have had a brilliant exit out of the last corner. Coming up to turn 1, looks like he's closed the gap on Venture 26. That's what we want to see. We want to see super close racing. Now, Venture 26 is a very, very, very clean, very quick driver. It's going to be super hard to be able to sit with this guy. But McFlurry needs to put his head down and stay in the slip. Don't break the toe. Otherwise, he's gone. So just sit there, do the work, do the laps, and send it on the last corner. So Venture going a bit defensive, trying to break that toe. It looks like he's going to have to do something because he's got McFlurry very, very hot on his heels here. It's a very close race. The boys using every single bit of the track they can. McFlurry still very close, driving an exceptional race here. So currently in 3rd, Alex Wilmot. 4th is Mr. Bombastic, hot on Alex's heels. Let's see if he's going to try something into turn 1. McFlurry is very close. Mr. Bombastic very close. 6 is Golf Nut. 7th is David Day. This pack hasn't changed again. The Finn is 8th. 9th is BRPOD 3. 10th is L. 11th is Denz. And 12th is Ian. Adders 13th, Mr. Goodall. Adders was 9th, 14th, Mr. Goodall 15th. Back to our leaders, Venture 26 still in the lead. McFlurry battling to keep up. So if we just look at the laps here, they on lap 4 of 6. The race is manic, but these guys managed to pull a gap on the rest of the field. This is what McFlurry did not need. He must have made one tiny little mistake, and that was it. Enough to give Venture a bit of breathing. Mr. Bombastic putting Alex under a lot of pressure now. Will Alex be able to deal with this pressure? Let's have a look, see. Alex is also an exceptionally seasoned campaigner, knows just what to do and how to deal with the pressure. So shouldn't really crack under pressure. Oh, what happened there? Someone spun out. Is that Venture 26? McFlurry Twist is leading this race. Can you believe it? I'm going to have to see if we can see a replay of that now. Let's see here. That means that Alex is very, very hot on his heels there. It's the last lap. They have gone into the last lap. Okay, so McFlurry Twist currently 0.8 of a penalty. He's got Alex Wilmot 0.2 behind him. Alex Wilmot has 1.7 seconds penalty. So McFlurry, all he has to do now is do everything right and you'll win this race, my friend. So let's just see if we can go and see what happened there to Venture 26. No, it didn't go far enough back. So let's see Alex Wilmot going for the pass on McFlurry. McFlurry going defensive. Bit of a block pass, getting it wide there, loose. But brilliant driving from McFlurry. Alex getting very wide. So Alex will definitely have a penalty. He's defending against Mr. Bombastic. And sure, what a manic race. 5th is Golfy. The rest of them come through. 6th Davido, 7th is Finn, 8th Brian. Sure, 9th was Al. Let's see who was 10th. Venture 26 finished 10th eventually. Oh, it was tragic. I didn't capture what happened there. What a pity, man. It was a manic race. There's the results. Wow, what a race. It was just too hectic, man. The lap is too short. A difficult start, but what a win by Master McFlurry. You cannot fault that drive. You had to. There's a saying in racing: you have to be in it to win it. And if you're there, it's going to happen. And unfortunately, we don't know what happened, or if there was contact, or if Venture just made a mistake. It's very, very, very close quarter racing. And yeah, let's just have a look at these results again. What a manic race. So Venture did get the quickest time, 53.5. He went even quicker than he did in qualifying, but finished 10th. That's a tough result to swallow, man. But well done to all the contenders, all the competitors, and well done to Venture as well. I mean, he drove an exceptional race apart from that mistake or whatever happened there. Stand by while I capture these results. Sorry guys, it's been hectic. It's been hectic. I've changed the circuit for the drivers. Let me just share my screen with you while we capture the points. You can join me on this journey because there's so much happening. So I've already captured. So we are sitting with. So the new man, Ian Evo, is third. Let's see, where did I place him? He's third. Fourth was Alex Wilmot. I see Alex is not on here. Okay. Death Raccoon didn't race, so we were. So Alex fourth, fifth was Golf Nut, also great drive from Golfy. Sixth was Davide, where's Uncle Davide? There it is. Sixth. Seventh was the Finn, the Flying Finn. Seventh, eighth was Mr. Reed, Manic Racing. L, ninth. Where's L? Ninth. 10th was Venture 26. So unlucky. I don't know what happened there. Unfortunately, I never got it. But I'll be sure to check out what happened there. Ian 11th. I've saved the replay. Ian B 11th. Ian B. Where's Ian B? There it is. 11th. 12th is Jedi Jonah. Something also happened there. Mr. Gurnell, also the new man. Let's see, 13th. Adders, 14th. But you know what that means for Venture is he didn't have a good first race, but he will start closer to the front. Although no, it goes in reverse points and reverse championship points. So that's unlucky, man. That is not a good result for our friend. Oh. Difficult pill to swallow, but this is racing and you have to just accept it and move on. Slung, not racing with us. Dens, so Slung I can take out. Dens, where's Dens? 15th, alrighty. So what does that do to our overall points? So obviously still Ventures leading, but admin. That's how it goes, A to Z. Alrighty, so that's going to be your starting lineup. Oh, let's get it on. Now I must go change the grid. So, starting on pole will be the new man, Mr. Ian Evo. Second is, apologies, on the wrong screen here. Second is Mr. Gurnell. Let's see. This will be absolutely manic, this race. Third will be the Finn. Page Finn. Fourth will be Ian B. Fifth will be Mr. Boombastic. Sixth will be Adders. 7th will be BRPRD3. Okay, I made a mistake, apologies. Okay, Golf Nut after BRPRD3. Then it's Death Raccoons not racing, Alex Wilmot, Jedi Jonah, Al, McFlurry, that's right, Denz, and then Venture. I see David has not entered yet. Just check again if I can change the port order. Did David A enter? Yes, he has. Alright, so David A will be second to last. Alrighty, let's watch some practice. So, what a manic race. What do I say? I don't know what to say. Let's answer some comments here. No sound, can't hear. Is L in? Okay, yes, I have fixed the sound. Thank you, Issa. Should be good. Let me just check. Mic check. Alright, sound is good. So yeah, we miss you, Issa. It's a pity you can't be racing, but you know the field is big. So we are going to be looking at doing something. We're going to be changing the format slightly, and it's to include everyone, because as we grow, we need to include everyone. So we're not going to exclude anyone. We're going to include everyone. We're just going to change a few things around. So I see on the podium he's battled with penalties at the end there. I never saw what happened there, Venture. If you can maybe let us know in the comments, that'd be great. Go McFlurry, go Golfy, thank you now. I'm cheering for better race for Denz. Yeah, we all are, man. But I tell you what, that was such a competitive field. And it's, you know, if you don't qualify well, you're gonna really battle. Unless somebody makes a massive mistake, you're just gonna battle the whole race. So, I mean, look at BRPRD3. I mean, he's an exceptional driver, and he didn't qualify well. And that's it. He's gonna sit down in mid-pack. I mean, once you're in the mid-pack, you're scrapping, and it's tough. And then if the guys in the front get away, they get away. There's just nothing you can do. So qualifying well really is important. Not so much in this race because it is a reverse grid. This is gonna be interesting to say the least, because these cars are all exactly the same. The drivers are all exceptionally quick, exceptionally talented, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna give these guys another 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna say, let's do it. Let me just have a bit of a refreshment. I'll be back with you guys now. Alrighty, looking at these two maniacs. So, it's time. Just gonna let these guys know. It's time! That's a terrible impersonation. Alrighty, so let's get it on. So, as mentioned before, this will be reverse grid based on current overall championship position. What is that going to do to the field? I'll tell you what it's going to do. It's going to wreak havoc. It's going to wreak havoc. Now the new guy, he's fast. He will be able to have a really good start. Mr. Gunnell is also fast. He's second. So let's see what happens here. It's going to be manic. I can't see the lights, but let's see when they get off. So they're off. I don't know. It doesn't look like Ian Eva had a great start. So we're going to have to just watch how it goes here through turn one. I'm going to keep the replay button there. So it looks like everybody got through turn one safely. However, the new man is under extreme pressure currently. First, they're all going. So currently first is Mr. Gunnell, beautifully done. Second is the Finn. Third is Ian Evo. Fourth is Mr. Bombastic. So this is going to be difficult to keep this hungry pack of M4s off your back. You've got Mr. Reed there. He doesn't take smack from no one. And trust me, you're going to be under some pressure now, Mr. Bombastic. It's going to be interesting. So let's look at the layout as we go over the line here. Mr. Gunnell under huge pressure from the Finn. Looks like the Finn's going to take it into turn one. He's got the line. He brakes very late. He goes over. Block passes on the apex. Mr. Gunnell gets it wide. Very unlucky. So let's see what happened with him. So Mr. Reed currently up into fourth place now. Third place, apologies. He's having a great race. So let's just look what happened there. Mr. Gunnell just spinning out. Very unlucky. Golfy also getting caught up in that. So very unfortunate. Let's get back to the racing. So currently, Ian Evo fighting back. Some very scrappy racing going on here. This is tough. Very, very tough racing. So, currently first. Let's look. First is Ian Evo. Second is the Finn. Mr. Reed is going to have a big look up the inside going into turn one here. It's Ian Evo giving it very, very loose here. We are on lap 3 of 8. Mr. Bombastic trying to go around the outside. It's not going to happen through there. Ian Evo sitting with a penalty. The fifth still second. Mr. Bombastic trying to hold the line for the next corner. He does. He's on the inside, but he'll be on the outside now. So, and he's got Mr. Reed there. Oh my word, what is going to happen here? There's 3 abreast going through the sweep. This is not going to end well. It's going to end in tears. Mr. Reed had the line. Goes through, but Mr. Bombastic looks like he's going to take the corner now. So the Spage went from second to fourth in one corner. Exceptionally close racing. Mr. Reed currently in second. He's going to have to work hard to maintain this position. He already has the Finn up next to him. No, he managed to get the job done and hold off to the second position. He's got the Finn right behind him, up his chuff, looking for that position. Mr. Finn sticks it up the inside. Was he far enough? We don't know. Luckily, Mr. Reed looks like he saw him coming and just left a little bit of space. So if it was legit or not, it was questionable. But the Finn pushing very, very hard now to try and get that position, he has to be careful. It's very, very difficult through here, and there's very strict rules on passing. So it looks very good going through here though. So currently, just jump back here. So first is Ian Evo, second is Mr. Reed, we're on lap 5, third is the Finn, fourth is Mr. Bombastic, fifth is Jedi, sixth is McFlurry, working his way through, seventh is Venture 26, eighth is Al, ninth is Gens, 10th is Alex, 11th is Golfnut, 12th is Adders, 13th is Ian, 14th is Mr. Gunal. From pole to 14th, it's very unlucky. David A, 15th. Ian Eva, the new man, still having an exceptional race, but has a 0.9 penalty. Luckily, he's still got a 1.2 second gap, so it shouldn't affect him too much. Mr. Reed still in second. He's hunting this man down now. He's going to have to put his head down to close the gap. He can do it. He can do it but Mr. Reed has a 1.8 second penalty, and the Finn has a 0.3 penalty behind it. So how will that all work out? I don't know. Mr. Bombastic putting the Finn under huge pressure, gave him a little tap there into turn, looks like turn 2. So it's all working out here. Fourth is still Mr. Bombastic. 6 is McFlurry, 7th is Venture 26, 8th is Al, 9th is Dens, and 10th, bringing up the top 10, is Golfy. Let's jump back to first place position. We're getting a lot of chatter, is that the right word? Lag. Ian Eva here. Hopefully it doesn't become too bad. 0.9 of a penalty, Mr. Reed 0.8 behind him, going more, but he has a 1.8 second penalty himself, so he's going to have to work to shake that. The Finn has a 1.2 second penalty, so Mr. Reed could potentially, no, he has a 2.2 second penalty now. Battling with these penalties, the boys are pushing very, very hard. Let's go to this gap, this rate. Jedi Jonah fending off McFlurry twist here. McFlurry's going to look for the pass. It's not the place to pass, but he makes it happen through the sweep. Looks like it was clean enough. That's actually a very, very good pass. If you're able to make it happen like that, that's exceptionally good. Jedi's now going to have to deal with Venture 26 behind him. It's also not an easy customer to deal with. So I'm looking up front. So the leader went off. He's off. Oh no. So Mr. Reed currently in the front now. 2.7 second penalty. He's got a 1.3 gap on Ian Evo. Oh my word, what is happening there? I don't know what happened there. Looks like McFlurry went off there. Mr. Bombastic. Oh, something happened there. Someone took someone out. I don't know if it was lag or what, but we'll have to check that out afterwards. So, currently your leader going through the final corner of the 2.7 second gap. Everybody's got penalties. I don't know how it's going to play out, but Mr. Reed eventually finishing third because he had such a massive penalty. Ian Evo, the new man, finishing first. Venture 26 second. What happened on that corner? McFlurry fourth, Jedi fifth, the Finn sixth, Ian seventh. Absolute mayhem. Oh my word, I don't even know what to say. It all went down on that last lap. And yeah, like I said, very, very difficult to say what happened there. I couldn't really see. I'll have to save this replay. I don't know if Mr. Bombastic was lagging or what happened there. But yeah, we'll have to have a look at that. Tough race. That was a tough race. That was very, very, very hard close quarters racing. Just how we love it. Let's say. Wow, that was tough. Venture 26 What a result from him. Second. That's an exceptional result considering he had such a difficult first race and he was way down the pack. And yeah, excellent, excellent. Great racing. Great racing. Oh, looks like there's a bit of hot-headedness. Whew. Some words. Let's take an intermission break and I'll capture these results. Stand by. Alrighty, we are back. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the yeah, that was phenomenal, man. That was proper hectic. So let's move on to the endurance race, right? So have I captured something for the endurance race? Yeah. So we'll use this one. We're not going to do 45 laps. We're going to do 20 laps, and let's just call it, it's not the Super Enduro. I am now typing on the wrong PC. Oh, let's just tell Jedi here on the something special. Alright, so we are on round 8. Come on. Okay, so let's see what we could give these boys this time. So obviously I know exactly what we're giving them, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Let's do, yeah. So it'll be good start. It'll be the practice race. Good start, and then set by host. Tire wear shouldn't be an issue, but fuel depletion will be. So we're gonna have to watch our fuel consumption. Racing mediums only, tuning prohibited. Alrighty. Good luck, lads. So, I'm doing funny things here. I'm pressing in all the wrong places. Alrighty. So what have we got? We have got the Red Bull Ring in the rain. It's great. Now we've raced here in the rain before, and it's actually really nice. You have to use to answer some comments here, but you have to use you can't use wet weather tires as we saw here. Okay, let me just answer these comments. So there's obviously a lot of questions, and then same, it's going to be 2 yes, scuba gear, 2 pit stops, fuel and tires. Okay, mediums don't work. Let's just check. Is there something wrong here? Racing medium, racing medium. Why don't they work? Mediums should work. Let me just check. So McFlurry is saying that mediums don't work. Let me just jump into a car here. Go to the track. BOP should be on. Okay, so Right, let me just go test this quickly. Stand by. Okay, I'll see what McFlurry says. I'm just going to tell these guys quickly. Okay, so we're just changing the rigs to heavy wets so that the guys can use wet weather tires. Just seems as though the shenanigans. Yeah, sorry, that's the comment. So it seems as though the wets, the mediums don't work. So we're just gonna jump in. Yeah, it doesn't help if the car's not drivable, that's the problem. So with the Group 4s it worked, but apologies, I did not test that. Ooh, this is going to be tough for these guys. You have to be very careful putting the power down. This is a real test of characters. Racing in the rain. This M6 is already really loose. It's actually a lot of fun in the rain. Really tippy-toeing around here. Let's see if I can catch my sparring partner, Brian. Yeah. It's actually great fun in the rain. Just use the torque of this thing and it just pulls you like a freight train. Wheel spinning in third gear at 160 k's an hour. Wow. So yeah, this is good. This is really, really good. It's going to make for exceptional racing. So I think we'll give these guys another 5 minutes. Let's just say 5 minutes to start. Currently your first place man, Mr. Bombastic. I need to set the grid. Damn it. Before we get ahead of ourselves, yeah. So starting first again is in Evo. Then it will be Mr. Gunnell, who is currently second. And it will be the Finn, that's right. Then it will be Ian B, that's right. Mr. Bombastic, that's right. Adders, that's right. Golf Nut. Mr. Reed. Alex. Okay, Alex is not racing. Jedi Jonah. After Mr. Reed, that's right. Al, that's right. McFlurry. No, Dens needs to move up one. Then McFlurry. Then David A, then Venture 26. Alrighty. I see Chucky is back. Wow. Chucky raced with us many moons ago when we first started. Oh, it's great to see him back. Tough racing this, I tell you what, these boys have got 20 laps of this ahead of them. It's going to be manic. What did he say? So, oh, Brian getting a big tank slapper there. It's great to see. So yeah, this category is all about tough racing, endurance racing, and this is going to be a real mental test on the drivers. This M6 is just one of the most gorgeous cars. It's going out of commission now, replaced by the M4 GT3, the new M4 GT3. Currently third on your times sheets is Mr. McFlurry. Fourth is Ian Evo. Fifth is Golf Nut. Sixth is Jedi. Seventh is David A. Eighth is Mr. Gurnell. Now we've got to actually look here. Because we've got tires and fuel consumption on here. So fuel consumption will be the big driver. Tires aren't really going to be an issue. Although the wets, I'm not sure how they will react in terms of wear. That is 7th, eh? So this is for position. That car, that yellow just works so well on a race car. And good. This Z4's got the jam, that's for sure. 8th. 2 pit tires and fuel. Yes, sir. That is what I said. 2 pit stops, tires and fuel. Let's look at the comments for a section. Alrighty, we are back. So, what I'm going to do is just make sure we're on track. Okay, let's tell these guys we're starting now. So we are in for an exceptional race here. We have ourselves 20 laps. 20 laps to go. 20 laps with these maniacs. And the new guy, Ian Evo, is on pole. Mr. Grinnell's second. So let's just look here and get a clean start. We won't see the lights again, but we should see the start. Now, have the trigger finger ready on the replay. There's going to be some spins here. Oh, everybody off, creeping away from the line. Golfy looks like he's had a terrible start. Not sure what has happened there. Yes, the new man, really good start from him. Ian Eva up into first place very easily, no problem. Currently the race is on for second now. The Finn absolutely dominating Redbull. But yeah, we've got a massive dice going into turn 2 here. The volume's all good. The Finn getting outdone by Mr. Boombastic there. So Mr. Boombastic up into second, going very wide. Must have gone really deep on the brakes there. Apologies, the Finn third, Mr. Brunel fourth, Ian B fifth, sixth is Adders, holding up his own in the lone Z4, getting crowded here. Okay, is that PRD made a really good move. He was far enough up the inside. It's a beautiful example of a good move there. Okay, so he's Venture 26 getting it a bit loose. It's very close racing, tight stuff here. In this midfield, it's just so super close. Let's drive on the back here and look. You can hear the wheel spin as the boys come out the corner there. Some beautiful shots here. And we are looking back on, let's see if we can get our graphic back there, on Jedi Jonah, who's up in, Venture gets a good pass done, but Adders comes back on him, and I don't know if that was to try and miss him, but Adders lost out there unfortunately, and he's going to get passed here by Jedi. Jedi up alongside Adders. And Jedi going very deep on the brakes there and just manages to miss Venture. Also getting it very loose, and that'll mean that Adders capitalizes and jumps back up to 8th place. So let's just jump on board with Adders, looking back now at Jedi Jonah, David A, and I think it's McFlurry. McFlurry trying to get a little too comfy there with David A. So, McFlurry getting the pass done there. These guys running it really loose. It's crazy, man. And Adders having a brilliant race here with Venture 26 is really putting Venture under a lot of pressure. This is great to see, man. Adders really coming into his own here. And it shows you a driver that is quick in the rain has exceptional potential, and is probably just not gelling with the car, so let's say quick in the rain, not quick in the drive. It means that he has potential, he's quick, natural talent, and something else is happening. So it's interesting, very interesting to see. Again, some beautiful shots here. So let's go to the first place man, the Finn up into first. This man is an absolute rocket ship in an endurance race, and we saw that at Nürburgring. See, Issa is saying the Z4 is much better in the rain. That's great. Like I was saying, the Finn is, I don't know if it's just from his location, but this man is on fire. We saw it Nürburgring, was super quick. Second is Ian Evo. Third under a lot of pressure, second under a lot of pressure from Mr. Bombastic. Let's go back to second place here and look on board. Some beautiful shots here in Evo. I don't know if these guys know that it's an endurance race. Has he missed his brake marker? What has happened? Apologies. And I am missing my brake marker. There we go. Alrighty, so currently 11th. I'm not sure why I'm saying 11th. Golf Nut Pro, let's go back. Here with Ian Evo second now. Second is Mr. Bombastic. Getting a big tank slapper. So Ian Evo going up into second place. Mr. Bombastic now has to settle for third. Currently in fourth is BRPRD 3. Fifth is Ian B having a very good return race. Sixth is Mr. Gurnell. Seventh is Venture 26, had an amazing second race. Gurnell gets it very sideways, and Venture and McFlurry pass him, unfortunately. So this is tough racing this. That is down to 9th now. 10th is Golfy. 11th is David A. 12th is Jedi. 13th is Dens. 14th is Al. And the Finn crossing the line with the quickest lap as well. This man is in another league, I tell you what. In this car, I mean, we saw it Nürburgring. He absolutely dominated that race. And brilliant result there. Yeah, really, he has a brilliant gap. So fuel consumption looks like it's going to play a role. There's 2 compulsory stops here for tires and fuel. So he has done 4 laps and is almost on half a tank. Let's see. Oh, Yanibo making another mistake. He did that in the first in the category 2 race with the M4s. So very, very unlucky for that. Let's just go back and look at that. Very unlucky. No, we missed it. Apologies. So if we just jump back here, still in so currently third now is Mr. Reed, and second is Mr. Bombastic, making lots of mistakes. So he's got his old sparring partner again with him, looking to throw it down, and these two love a good scrap, but Mr. Bombastic is very heavy on the car. We've seen him, Mr. Reed just giving him the hurry up, so saying that they want to work together rather than sit and play. Maybe they can catch the fin. The fin has opened up a 7-second gap, and it's because he has absolutely no pressure and the man can operate in the rain. So let's just go to the fin and see what it's like on board. Let's do a lap with him in the rain. Just shows you how hard these cars are to drive. Especially in the rain. So, I mean, he made a mistake. The gap was down to 7 seconds. He's opened it up to 7.9 seconds. This man is just too good in the rain. There's absolutely no one behind him. 8 seconds now. So, if we go up to second place, Mr. Reed is currently in second, having a big relative ding dong with Ian Evo, currently in third. Fourth is Mr. Bombastic. Fifth is McFlurry. Sixth is Ninja 26. Seventh is Mr. Grinnell. Eighth is Golf Nut. Ninth is Addis. Brilliant from Addis. 10th is David Day. 11th is Jedi Jonah. 12th is Ian B. 13th is Denz. In very close quarters with Al. And then back to the fin. A 9-second gap for this man. I tell you, I don't know what it's going to take to beat this guy in an endurance race. It just seems too good. Mr. Reed's going to have to work very hard here. BRP LE3. He's going to have to work very hard to catch the fin. But as the gap seems to be quite consistent now, so let's drive on board with Mr. Reed. Oh, he's getting a bit of a tank slapper there. These boys looks like they're going to have to pit at some point now. Does Mr. Reed go in the pits? No, he doesn't. Shifting up early. So this is what it looks like. The fin just trying to get my view back here. But okay, so the Finn currently has a quarter tank. He's on lap 7. So I'm not sure how this is all going to play out, but okay, he's on lap 7. And it depends when he feels like pitting. He might want to pit somewhere around lap 10. And then pit a bit later so he has a lot of tyre. Although the tyres don't look like they're a real issue. And it doesn't look like he's really bad. He's not under pressure at all, so he can do whatever he likes. Mr. DRPRD3 on the other hand has got about a 2.5 second gap to Mr. Bombastic. So he's going to have to be a bit careful. Mr. Bombastic making a mistake there under pressure from Ian Evo. He's really battling with his car in these conditions. Getting on the loud pedal like it's nobody's business. So interesting, very, very interesting driving styles from both of these drivers. Mr. Bombastic really just battling a bit. Okay, he's decided to go into the pits, so the first of the drivers going into the pits is probably the best. Get out of that scrap, and his pit crew currently going to wait a long time, standing in the rain. Let's see how wet they get. Doesn't look like they're getting wet at all. So Mr. Reed also in the pits, Golfy, so your race second place driver is also in the pits, and Golf Nut also in the pits. Changing the weights on Mr. Reed's car, putting the fuel in. Gonna have to just put enough fuel in for Mr. Bombastic also in the pit. So let's see where Mr. Reed goes out. Mr. Reed comes out, looks like he's going to be the 11th. So we will still have Mr. Bombastic behind him, but about a 2.3 second gap. So the Finn will come in this lap. He's going to have to come in, but he has a 12 second gap over in Evo. This man in absolute control. You can just see the way he drives this car. And Evo also going to come into the pits now. Interesting. So your third place man also coming into the pits. So Mr. Reed and them pitting early. David Day will most likely, he could stay out one more lap, but he will also most likely come into the pits now. No, he's going to stay out for one more lap. So Venture 26 in 5th place going into the pits. So David A, interestingly, stays out one more lap, but he's got the fuel too, so he could potentially pick up a position by doing this if he stays out of trouble and fuel saves maybe a bit. Then his fuel stop would be slightly shorter. No lap behind, so it doesn't look like fuel's an issue, but if you're able to fuel save, then your next pit stop will be shorter, and that's the one that's going to matter. So good driving from David A. He's very, very smooth driver. He just needs a bit of confidence and consistency, but he's really up there. So I guess he won the Captain Consistency Award last season, so he's really up there. He's a really, really good driver. So getting it really sideways, very nice shot there. He could potentially do another lap. Not sure if this man is fuel saving or 11 second gap to the Finn now. So PRD3 still in 3rd place. Let's see if David A is going to come in. He's going to have to. His tank is getting very close to empty now. Lap 9 for these guys. So David A comes in. Where will that place him now? let's go to your second place man, who will become the first place man. Gap to Mr. Reed, 8.8. Was about that when they went into the pits. How's it going to play out? 10 more laps to go. These guys are now halfway through this race. Third is Mr. Reed going over the line now. About a 9-second gap. Apologies. Third is Mr. Bombastic. Fourth is Ian Eva going very wide on the exit. Fifth is McFlurry. McFlurry is going to want to capitalize on this mistake from Ian Eva. Sixth is Venture 26. Just trying to survive this race. It's also so difficult starting from the back and trying to work your way through. However, this man is leading the overall championship, so he knows what he's doing. It's consistency over everything. This race is, however, double points, so it counts a lot, and your ability to work your way through the field really counts here, and will help your consistency in your points accumulation. Adder's up in 8th place, is doing a wonderful job, really driving a great races. He's stopped already. Golfy in 9th, he's stopped already. Adder's going a bit too deep there, unfortunately, making a mistake, so that'll allow Golfy to really close that gap now. And if we go up to Golfy, apologies, Adders. And I can understand why the Z4 is better in the rain. It seems to be able to put its power down a lot easier, whereas the M6 is, as you can see from that shot, it's very, very tail happy. Likes to get loose, so Adders just needs to maintain his composure, and he will have an exceptionally good result here. So 9th is Golfy, 10th is Dens, not having the best of races. 11th is Al, also having a tough race. Tough company here. 12th is Ian B, also having a difficult race. Oh, after a very good second race. 13th is Jedi Jonah. 14th is Mr. Gunnell. Back to the Finn, the flying Finn in first place, and open up a 9-second gap now. 11-second, apologies. This man is in another league. Mr. Reed in second place. Mr. Reed's been with us since we started. We've been going for over a year now. SSBB Esport Championship. It's really great how we've grown, and I must say thank you to everybody for all your support and your continued support. We're gonna take this thing to some magnificent places hopefully soon, especially with that wonderful prize that's just been announced. That will be for the overall 2021 championship champion. And this man will be this man we're currently looking at. He will run the Genetsu Motorsport Arena Clio in the UK if the overall championship is in the UK. And then of course myself will run. I will run the supply the BMW if it is in the championship. Winner is from South Africa. So currently a 2.2 second lead over Mr. Bombastic, who has a 2.9 second gap to McFlurry Twist. 5th place is David A, getting a very big tank slapper then, unfortunately going off. However, he does have a big gap to Addis, who's now in 6th place. Oh, I'm just making a mistake there. Oh, it's so unlucky. Oh, he's losing places hand over fist. It's very unlucky, Addis. Oh, man, and we just caught it as well. Very unlucky, Addis. But this is all learning, my friend. You just got to put your head down and keep doing the business. There's nothing you can do from here. Very unlucky, but it's a very good showing, my friend, and you're doing a great job. Keep on trucking. 12th is Ian B. 13th, Jedi Jonah. 14th is Mr. Grenade. This man, 17 second gap now. To Mr. Bombastic. So, Mr. Reed made a mistake. Making another mistake. Oh, just not having a good sequence of corners. It just shows you that one small mistake and you go from 2nd to 5th. So very unlucky. Now Mr. Bombastic with 1 second penalty, but he's got McFlurry 2 seconds behind him. So very good turnout for this man. Third is Mr. McFlurry. No penalty. He's having a great race. Started kind of close to the back. Getting a purple sector there. This man had an exceptional first race after one race. 4th is David A. Really good result from him so far as well. Obviously Mr. Reed will be PRD3 will be gutted that he made those mistakes. Or whatever happened there. He had a really big gap, so 10 to 1 it was a mistake. So he'll be pushing hard now to try to close this gap on David A. It's really difficult in the rain. It's not easy. You start to build your confidence and then all of a sudden you have a little too much and boom, you're in the reeds farming. So it's not easy. Gap down to 0.7 now. Sixth. He was 2nd, so I wonder if he looks like he hit the wall. He's also not had a great evening. He's been in great positions, but seemed to make mistakes. So McFlurry pitting early, looking for the undercut. Interesting. Now we're gonna have to watch the fuel. They're both gonna that fuel meter is gonna have to tick over. Let's see what it does. Nut hasn't 10th. So we're going to change the tires on this car. And that's good. Dan's is also good. So Mr. Reed currently up to 2nd now, past David A. He's going to have to fuel save. Try to do a splash and dash right at the end. That's what he's going to have to do now. I don't know how much fuel he's got on board. I mean, he's probably got 1 lap out of it. So Mr. Bombastic, your race leader, going into the pits. Mr. Reed, will he go into the pits now as well? Yes, he is. He's going to pit. David A is also going to pit. So, David A is on minimal fuel. So, be interesting. These are your race leaders. McFlurry looking for the undercuts. They pitted early. So, it'll be interesting to see where they've come out. Obviously, Page, Finn. We're still waiting here for there we go, Mr. Reed. PRD3. How much fuel is he going to put in? He just needs enough to get to the end of the race. Obviously, David A also is putting fuel. David A has had less fuel than him, but David gets away earlier, so David's trying the undercut. So, David in front now of Mr. Reed. Said, take that. So David looks like he's put less fuel. Mr. Reed 6. Let's look at, yeah, Mr. Reed definitely has more fuel. So David's going to have to fuel save, but it hasn't really helped him too much. I mean, now he has to defend and he has less fuel. So I'm not sure how that's going to help him. Oh, Mr. Reed gets it sideways. Very unlucky there. Very unlucky. He's got a 10-second gap to Venture, which will close within seconds. So there's the man, Venture 26 up his chuff. Venture 26 has stopped, so now this is for position. Venture 26 playing the waiting game, says I have time. Mr. Reed going off there, so making a very, very rare mistake. Two very rare mistakes, not having a good evening tonight. Very unlucky. So Venture 26 up to 6th place. That's really going to help his championship points. So this man in another league, 9 seconds ahead of anyone. The new guy, Mr. Ian Eva, up into 2nd. Although it looks like he might still have to stop unless he fuel saves. He has a lot of time, about a 7-second gap. However, I don't think he'll be able to fuel save his way unless he's super lead. And Mr. Bombastic has stopped. McFlurry has stopped. McFlurry's got a 2.3 second gap, so potentially Bombastic could be in for a second and McFlurry for a podium. David A currently in 5th place, very, very good result for him. Venture 26 in 7th, Brian Reed in 7th, sorry, Venture in 6th, 8th is Golfy, 9th is this man Al, 10th is Dens. Haven't seen much of Dens tonight. I mean, he's been up in 10th. He's kind of just had one of those days that you want to forget. Adders was up into 5th place at one point and unfortunately spun out. So very unfortunate, but still a good showing from this man. Ian B up in 12th place. So Jedi and Goodnow both in the pits now. So Mr. Bombastic, what is he gonna do? He has gone up into 2nd. So yeah, that's definitely. So I'm not sure. Yeah, there's he's going through the pits now. Okay, so Mr. Bombastic up into 2nd place. He's got a 3-second gap to McFlurry, but he does have a 1.4 second penalty. So if McFlurry can close that gap, McFlurry also has a penalty, 0.9. So McFlurry's got a lot of work to do in 3 laps. I don't know if he's going to do it. David A up into 4th. Brilliant result for this man. Venture up into 5th. BLPRD 3 up into 6th now. Golfy up in 7th. Al in 8th. And this man is rejoining the track in 9th place. Where's it put him? I've lost him. 7th place. Alright, just ahead of Golfy, so also with a lot of work to do. This man was very, very quick in the E30s and just kind of battling here, getting stuck in the mid-pack under pressure from Al. Not easy to drive these animals in the rain. But, speaking of animals, look at this man, untouchable. Mr. Bombastic does have the quickest lap time though, and just untouchable. In another league, 14.7 second gap now. Mr. Bombastic 2nd going over the line. The gap to McFlurry, both of them don't have penalties anymore. Gap to McFlurry 2.2 seconds, so I'm not sure if McFlurry's going to really be able to challenge for the 2nd spot here. David A also having a wonderful race here, 4th place. Venture 26 salvaging some really good points here, very, very important. In 5th place now. Beal, after those 2 mistakes, he will be kicking himself. He's up into 6th. This man was on the podium, and yeah, frustrating. But it's racing. You can't get hung up on what has happened in the past. You just have to continue. So it'll be interesting to watch this Darcy, how it unfolds. So, like I said before, Mr. Bombastic seems to have a very quite an aggressive driving style. And you can see that in the attitude of the car, but he's able to just keep it there and do the dirty when it counts. I mean, you can see that thing is just all over, very much a Senna kind of driving style. Really using the rear to rotate the car. Driving with understeer and just use the power to correct the understeer, and but it's a very fine balance with doing that. It does have the quickest lap time, so excuse me, the flying fin going onto the main straight here for the last lap now. He has just lapped Ian B. So what a drive by this man, nothing more to say. 12.4 second gap. Oh, making a very rare mistake there. It's not going to affect him. Or is it? Let's see, what is the gap now? I don't think it's affected him at all. Although it has 1.4 second gap to Mr. Bombastic. We might have a final lap race on our hands here. Oh, the gap is very close now. Mr. Bombastic closing the gap right up. Oh, and the fin making a very, very rare mistake. So Mr. Bombastic also getting it very loose. This is now we've got a dice on our hands. Mr. Bombastic right up his chump now. So the fin is going to have to defend. He runs Mr. Bombastic very narrow. Mr. Bombastic is on the outside. The fin goes very deep on the brakes there, and McFlurry is waiting in the wind. So Mr. Bombastic out in the lead now. Venture 26 pulling over to get out of the way of this dice. The fin diving up on the inside but running him right on the exit. So now he's in second place. He's going to have to try. He dives it up the inside for there. Very hip and shouldered going through there. And Mr. Bombastic, getting a big tank slapper. He had it. He had that first place position, and he's just... the fin putting too much pressure on Mr. Bombastic, and unfortunately Mr. Bombastic making a mistake. So Venture very, very wisely getting out of the way there, and allowing these to have their ding-dong. But what a race from this man. Well done, sir. Exceptional work. McFlurry coming home in third place. Fourth is David A, still running his race. Now he's got next to no fuel in this car. It will be fuel saving. It will get him over the line. He runs it very wide going in through there. It's going to give him a penalty. It won't really be an issue. It's a big gap to Mr. Reed. So it just shows you a spin. Commentators curse. I was talking about Oh, Mr. Reed's gonna come over. He's blocking it. Ah, and he just finishes ahead of Brian. Woo, that was very lucky. I'm sorry, David A. His commentator's curse. I was talking about the fins spinning there. You guys spinning. Unlucky. Venture 26 coming over the line to finish 6th. 7th is Al. 8th is going to be the new guy, Ian Evo. 9th is Adders. Top 10 finish for Adders. Great work there, son. Going very wide there. Oh, not sure what happened there. He might have got a puncture. I'll put it down to that. Got a puncture. He's limping the car home. Great work from this man. Top 10 finish, as mentioned. And yeah, excellent work, sir. Has he crossed the line? No, he's trying to get his penalties gone. Den's coming over the line now in 10th place. Ian B coming over the line in 11th. 12th is Golf Nut. I'm not sure where he is, what has happened. Okay. He's gone off. Not sure what's happened there, but okay. Oh, he ran out of fuel. So, there we go. What a race. What a finish. That was a magnificent finish. Oh, I don't know what to say. I'm a bit speechless, but yeah, what a finish, man. Sofa King will join after the race. Great, thank you, sir. Yeah, no worries. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you everybody for joining, and that was a phenomenal race. What a finish, I must say. So I'm not sure what happened to Golf Nut there. But there's confirmation of your results. Obviously these will all be preliminary because there might be incidents, etc. But if we look at those results and I capture them, we'll be able to see the overall standings. So let's just do that quickly. Alrighty, so got the points. Let's see how it looks overall. Thanks everyone for joining us. Let's just have a quick look at the points here. So this will now be after round 8. Venture 26 currently still leading 474. However, McFlurry has closed the gap 415. David A third with 415. McFlurry, apologies, 416. 401 is Dens. L 5th with 485. 6th is Jedi, 472. 7th is Alex, 314. That's 372, apologies. 8th is Death Raccoon with 302. 9th is Brian, PRD3 with 300. And 10th is Mr. Boombastic with 283, bringing up the top 10 Golfie on 282. So, once again, thank you everybody for joining us and joining us for this manic race. It's been absolutely mental. We'll see you guys next week or on Wednesday night. Be sure to jump on. Wednesday we're going to have an open practice. If we're not load shedding, we are going to fix that soon. Don't worry, we've got something in the works. But thank you so much for joining us and watching this ridiculous racing. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll catch you guys next week. See ya. And of course I push all the wrong buttons. See ya.